whatever. Anyways, so 59 seconds is what we're at right now. We're at 1 minute. I'm going to let you guys see what's going on down here the whole time while I make this beat so you know I'm not cheating, alright? Alright, let's start.
Hey, what's up, guys? Professor here, Professor. Today here with kind of a amusing. I know the title says 10 reasons why you can't make music, but the actual what's going on with this video is we're going to be talking about the 10 excuses we make why we can't make music, or why we don't at times, how we get stuck, and ways we can get past them. Whether it's been ways that other famous artists have, or ways that I do that can help you guys out, and just kind of some ways to combat these. So I'm going to be playing a little bit of just a sped up version of me making a beat in the background that I screen recorded, so you guys can just have something to look at while we're at it. If you guys want it to be like a video game next time, let me know in the comments, but for now I'm just going to stick with the music on the channel. But let's get into this, okay? So 10 reasons why we don't make music, or why we can't make music sometimes. Alright, so first things first is we give up when it gets too hard. That's a huge thing that a lot of people do. They'll be making something, or they'll just get really excited and they'll try and make a beat, maybe a song, and they'll give up as soon as they realize it gets hard. But the thing is, yeah, that's naturally expected if you want to make something of quality. I mean, you could be a genius at like writing music, but if you're producing, you still have to be good at mixing and other things. The thing is, take advantage of the community that's out here, whether it's on this channel, whether it's on forums. There's a huge community of people that are doing these as well, that have run into the same issues and will offer advice to help out. It doesn't always have to be hard. In fact, there's a lot of tutorials just straight up how to make something from start to finish, depending on any level you are. Like if you're just starting, you could check out a tutorial on how to start something straight up, how to use Reason, Logic, FL Studios. There's always something to help and teach out there to make whatever issue you're facing a little easier. So kind of look for something out there, whether it's YouTube, and YouTube is the biggest way I learned things. I mean, I remember when I got my first copy of FL Studios, and damn, you should hear some of the things. I might let you guys hear it for a second and cut away to this. We're gonna see. It's really bad though. But a long time just enjoying it, I found myself getting more proficient. So let's go to our next one. Getting distracted. That can happen a lot. Having multiple projects, that happens to me a lot. Oh my gosh, you should see back before I started making myself a schedule. Holy moly, I had 100 projects. Some of them only put 10 minutes of work in, some 3 hours, that just would never get finished. I would run two things at once, or too many things at once, and just never get anything done. It's good to have ideas and mark them down and record them, which we'll go into later, but you also got to make sure to finish them. So try not to overload yourself. Try and, it's a race against time when you're making music. You got to beat yourself, before you get bored, or before you get tired of listening to it, So that's one of the big things, is getting distracted, by a ton of different projects, or, maybe it could be work or friends hanging out or anything, which comes into another thing, getting distracted. Okay, so that kind of leads in, these two things lead into one that I want you guys to think about. You don't have enough practice. Now, this can easily be resolved by just practicing more. And everyone thinks, oh, it's going to take so much time. I already have a job, or I'm already in school. It's actually not that hard. I mean, if you play a video game for a half hour a day, try and cut that and make room somewhere else for that, and then spend a half hour a day working on music. I do that no matter what. I'm not saying you should do it every day. Do what you love, but I spend at least a half an hour every day producing something, whether it's a new beat or a continued process and the back end. This is aside from YouTube videos. I spend at least a half hour a day producing to make sure I stay proficient and things stay refreshed in my memory. I practice new concepts. It's good to spend 30 minutes a day at least practicing if you can, and make it a habit. It'll become even easier. The longer you do that, it'll become an easy habit for you. Try and set a time a day that works for you. If you get off of school and you go home, do that. Do it after you get done your homework. Don't do your homework. Do music instead. I mean, Homework's kind of stupid. You can just make a deal with your teacher and say if you get A's that they don't count the homework or some shit like that. You're a smart guy. You're making music. You're smart. One other thing that can kind of get in the way is being too focused on something. Say you're working on a beat or a song or some vocals or some melodies, lyrics, but you just can't seem to get it right. Like, you're listening to it, you're like, man, why isn't this working? What am I doing wrong? This doesn't sound right. And you keep trying and trying, but it doesn't fix it. Take a step back. Like, go for a walk. Go listen to other people's music. Let your ears take a break and your brain take a break. Even sleep on it. We process a lot of subconscious problems that we have in our sleep. It's natural. That's how we solve them. So you'll find that if you're stuck and you come back, you often will be able to solve that problem much more efficiently. Go work on something else. I mean, it's really up to you. Take a break. As long as you don't get too focused and put yourself in a situation where you're stuck, and writer's block's a bitch. Don't get yourself in a rut and don't focus on being stuck. When you're stuck, back away, refresh your ears, refresh your mind, and come back to it later. That'll help a ton. Oh yeah, journal your ideas. I mean, that's what I'm looking from right now, is a journal. But you can also use your phone and video record or audio record. You're gonna come up with ideas when you're really bored. When you're at school or when you're working or anytime, you're gonna come up with a lot more ideas and they're gonna come really naturally. Unlike when you're in the studio and you're looking at all these buttons and knobs and instruments and you're just gonna be like, and you have to think of everything one at a time. It becomes hard to recall all that information. Sometimes you won't even remember it. What I do is, at work, I run into the bathroom and sing the idea I had, or like make notes to myself, like, all right, at 34, introduce instrument going bah, 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 or something like that. Some lyrical ideas, some hooks. If I have an idea for a video, I'll put it in my journal. So make sure you're journaling or recording your ideas as they come up naturally to you. Your phone's a great tool for that. You got Notepad on it, a bunch of stuff. So make sure you keep a way to keep track of those good ideas when they come to you. It's going to be huge. If you can dream ideas, keep a dream journal on you. That's even better. A lot of great works come from that. Here's one that everyone says. I need better equipment. You honestly don't need amazing equipment to make amazing products and content. You just need a lot of practice first and a lot of understanding on what you're doing. To create things maybe acoustically, like if you're trying to record like a guitar, you might need a interface with an electric jack. Or if you don't have an electric acoustic guitar or an electric guitar, you may need a condenser mic. And a room that doesn't have a lot of reverb in it, a room like a closet, you can hide a bunch of or put a bunch of clothes up to, dampen out the reverb and the sound from other things. My laptop that I'm making music on half the time, because I'm always moving around doing it at different places, is like a $250 laptop. That's it. And I mean, it's never been an excuse for me not to make high quality things. I have a desktop that's worth 1.2K or something like that. I mean, I barely actually even get on that because I'm usually out when I make my music. I carry my laptop on me everywhere. I find that to be my station to make music, and I just do like video editing on the other one. But and equipment, as far as like vocals go, maybe like recording, you might want to save up for like a Blue Yeti or something, or a condenser mic with an interface. But the thing is, like, even people like XXXTentacion has found a way to make horrible recording audio quality sound amazing. It works for him. The way he does it, that over compressed, just distorted sound. A lot of people will use a radio filter. If you only have a webcam mic, just go with it for now, man. Don't wait. Keep making your stuff and get followers. Use an artistic approach to cover it up if you want to. Make a radio parametric EQ or radio EQ for your voice, so it sounds like you're speaking through a radio, kind of an artistic approach. Singers will have a hard time getting away with this, but rappers will have an easier time getting away with this. If you have a buddy with a mic, boom, go in with him. I mean, it's really, you can start making money just by making music, and that'll allow you to get better gear. But you don't need amazing gear to make music. You don't need amazing software. I use FL Studio's Producer Edition, or like the step above, and I've been using it for 10 years and I love it. I'll never go back to, I probably won't ever use anything else. I love it so much. I mean, it may not be user friendly at first, but there's plenty of tutorials online and it's got like limitless potential. I find it way easier to be more creative and less limited by the options of the DAW than most other DAWs that I've used. So yeah, don't let the fact that you may not have the best equipment get you down. You can do a lot of good work with just very basic equipment. Another thing, here we go. You're not setting goals for yourself. You'll find that you're not finishing things sometimes, or you're not happy with your progress because you didn't make a goal that you met. You're just going at it. Make goals for yourself, like even small goals. If you're just starting, be like, I'm gonna study music theory this week, and I want to learn at least one, I want to really have one lesson down from that by the end of the week. You review yourself. Or I want to go into FL Studios and learn how to sample, or I want to make a dubstep beat. I want to make a trap beat this month. Don't set goals that are going to be hard. Set realistic goals that you can accomplish, because that's going to give you another way to develop those good habits and to keep yourself going. It's also going to make you feel rewarded, and that's like the biggest thing, is keeping yourself going, because sometimes the grind can be hard, but as long as you love what you're doing, you're going to be okay. But set some goals for yourself. That way you remember to learn, to keep going, to retain information. Goal-oriented people tend to be the people that accomplish a ton. Even if they don't go about it the most normal ways, they have goals in mind that they're planning to accomplish. All right, here's one that a lot of new people run into. No one listens to my music or my tracks or my works. The thing is, it's gonna take time to do that, but there's an even quicker way to get people to start listening to your stuff. Post your stuff, of course, but then go listen to other people's stuff and give feedback. Put input into the community and you'll get output back. You're bound to. Go listen to some new people's tracks. Listen to someone around your at your popularity. Listen to someone they found that's cool. Listen to a YouTuber. Put in a comment. Let them know what you liked, what you didn't like. But if you leave positive feedback, you're more likely to get positive feedback back. Let them know what you liked. I like to put content to you guys via YouTube. I listen to your guys' channels, or I go to your channels, listen to your stuff. And I like to help out with questions that will bring a lot of people back. If you go on SoundCloud, comment on someone's thing, go to their fan page. People engage with people that engage with them. And you can of course you can show your friends and stuff, but engage with a community, and who knows who you're going to meet and who's going to end up following you long term. That's going to get you a base of people coming back. Here's one. And if you're thinking this way, you need to change your mindset, but I'm not seeing any money or gains from the stuff I make. If you're producing for the money, you're doing it for the wrong reason. Yes, money is a great thing that can come from it, but money should be used as a tool to allow you to live, to do this more freely. Right now, I have a second job. I work as a chef. I want to be doing this full-time soon, within the next year, so I've been putting in a ton of hours each week on top of a full-time job. But if you're not seeing gains or money and you're thinking that way, you're thinking wrong, and work's going to become hard for you. I didn't see money my first few years of making music because I didn't know how to make money doing it for like 4 or 5 years. And then eventually I just put some stuff on Pond 5. A year later, stuff started selling. It doesn't always happen immediately. And me having a social media presence helps as well. It'll help as well also. But Pond 5 is a great platform because people can search for things they need on that. Making money being creative with music can be hard to start, and it can be hard to make a living. But usually when you hit the threshold, the point where you are bringing in a few bucks, you'll continue to bring in a few bucks. If you are making a living, you'll continue to make a living. there's a threshold that you kind of got to hit, and you got to break that wall. Because if you can make a living making music, you can dedicate more time to it, which means that you're most likely going to be making even more money because you're dedicating more time to it. You can focus on it. That comes back into the set your goals, set time aside. Money will come, but you need to love what you're doing. If you don't enjoy making music, and some things can be hard, yes, but if you don't enjoy making music, or if you don't enjoy the people you're working with, take a step back, figure out what you're not enjoying, and come back to it. Sometimes I get too focused on trying to make something a certain way, or I get too focused on just making this happen, just gotta be like this, that I forget that I need to just have fun, and I need to let the love and the passion come through. Which goes to the final point. Oh yeah, that is the final point. Yeah, do it because you love it. I mean, if you have a passion for this, it will show through your works, and it'll show with what you do and how you talk and how you help the community, help everything like that. Your love and your passion will show through. You don't have to be like a suck up or anything, but those things people notice, and they're attracted to that. They're attracted to goal-oriented people. They're attracted to people that have goals, they believe in. They believe they're going to accomplish something. There's a reason why every single anime hero is, stereotypical shonen hero is someone who has an amazing goal. Like Naruto with his Hokage, Luffy with his One Piece, Zolo being the best swordsman. These are underdogs that people want to root for because they have a goal. They love what they do and they go for it. They're just literally characters who portray that's just one of the aspects that makes them very likable. And that's why, people follow things like that. You'll meet people like that. You probably have someone at your work or at school who's very, not cocky, but determined and just believes they're going to accomplish something, but they don't just say it. They work for it, and you can see it in their work that they like doing it. And that goes a long way. And you'll find yourself having more fun, accomplishing goals much easier, finishing beats, finding yourself more creative, much easier when you are enjoying what you're doing rather than making it a grind. Because if you want to grind to make money, you should probably go somewhere that's going to make you more money and is a more reliable way in the end. Because there is no guarantee you're going to make a lot of money making music. That's why you got to love it. There is a guarantee you'll make a lot of money being a doctor. So if you're for the grind and you want to help people, go be a doctor. If you like making music, if you're creative, if you have angst to express, if you're a rapper, if you love what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing while you're on your grind, man. Make time in the day, whether you have a job or not, whether you have school or not. Make time, make goals, stay oriented. Don't let your equipment or your software get you down, because you can make good shit. I've been making money since way before I even had a mic. So, give to the community. You'll get it output back. There's keep in mind those things, that these tend to be excuses. Things get hard. You focus too much or focus little. Don't let these things be an excuse. Let them be a step that you learn and make a habit to overcome every time you find yourself thinking or facing it. Because once you get these down, your workflow is going to be, come naturally to you. And it won't suddenly be so tiring or so work-related. People going like it. I'm being redundant right now, but that's the point, guys. Those are the 10 things that I wanted to bring up, why people can't or don't let themselves make music or produce. This applies to songwriters, singers, writers, anything. But I want you guys to reflect on that. Check out more stuff on the channel. Check out some music. Check out the Spotify playlist. Check out Pond5, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you guys want to check out. Subscribe, drop a like for the channel. If we reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be dropping a sample pack for you guys with kicks, snares, hi-hats, things that I've made and I've been working on, some Serum presets, some Massive presets, some synthesizer presets, stuff you can use in Fruity Loops or any of your DAWs or of your choice. And I'm going to give you guys some project files too for you Fruity Loop users. That way you guys can see how I construct songs and how you can construct songs as well. Some of them might be older, some of them might be newer, but I want you guys to be able to understand a workflow and a mapping on the playlist to, puzzle things together. I guess I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm gonna get to editing this video. Hope it wasn't too long. Hope you guys have a good one and enjoyed the vlog. If you guys want more stuff like this, leave a comment below. If you have any questions, like I said, contact me on social media, guys. I'll check your stuff out. I hope you guys have an awesome day. This has been Professor, and I'll see you later, boys. Peace out.
Alright, guys. So, we're going to count it as an hour now. Now, I'm going to show you guys what we were able to accomplish. Didn't finish the song, but this is a pretty good start to a track. So, let's check it out from beginning to end. We have our intro, we have our main hook idea, and a transition period. We got 2.5 minutes worth of stuff, so that's pretty good. Of course, we gotta have a lot more variation in the track, but this is pretty good for 1 hour, so let's check it out. If you guys like these 1 hour things, I don't know, I'll do another one, and next time I'll do like one of the easier ones, like a trap beat, like literally a hip hop beat. I can make those in an hour. But let's check this out, right? Right? It's not bad for an hour, guys. I'll do another hour cut up again for you guys on my next video where I gotta talk a bunch to you guys. I'll show you guys the beat at the end, and I'll put them out as that hour thing so you guys can study what I'm doing for them. Anyways, this has been Professor. Thanks for checking out my video. Hope you guys have a good day. Remember to check out the social media links. Check out Spotify. Remember to subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you guys can see the new stuff. I got a sick new one coming out later this week, probably on Friday, where I make a beat using only sounds from Nintendo 64 Zelda. I literally sample and re-chop and edit them. I'm not using any of the music. I'm just using sound effects. Alright, guys. Check out Pond 5, where you can buy my beats to use royalty-free. SoundCloud, where you can listen to some of my less finished stuff. Spotify, where you can listen to all my finished stuff, or Apple Music. And the YouTube as well. Anyways, I hope you guys have a sick day. I'm heading out. Take it easy, guys. Peace.